Hey everyone, I made a really cool discovery right here in my backyard. I just found a plant called Dogbane, or most people know it as Dogbane Indian Hemp, and it's great for making cordage. So I'm going to show you today how to make some cordage. Well, here it is. This is called Dogbane or Indian Hemp. The way you can tell that it's Dogbane is you just look for the stalks that are kind of a reddish color, and then these really slender pods are a really good way to identify them. I'm going to collect some of this, and then I'm going to take it inside, and I'm going to show you how to make it into cordage. Alright guys, I collected some hemp dogbane. So this is a stalk. I just trimmed off all the pods and the branches, and this is going to be the raw material for our cordage today. Now, word of warning, this is called dogbane because it is poisonous to dogs. That's what it actually means, and it has some toxic qualities to it. So you have to be very careful when you're using dogbane, especially when you're making the cordage, not to touch, use your fingers and eat something afterwards. To process this little branch of dogbane, there's two methods. The first method is to take a knife and scrape all the red bark off. When you do scrape the bark off, you can use different types of things. If you're going to use your knife, you're not going to go the regular direction that you would whittle with. You're going to actually turn it this way and just go and start scraping like this. Alright, until you get the bark coming off, and you're going to just do a little section at a time. This is a great method if you want to get really finely processed cordage that you might weave into clothing material or something like that. Typically though, you don't really need to do that. You can just take it with the bark on, and then we'll roll it later, and it's going to get most of the material off of it. Now, at this point, after you either scrape it, or if you're just going to use it as raw material, you have to basically break it into 4 sections. Now, you can do this many ways. You can take it and you can step on it. Okay, I like to take something, a rock, or maybe the end of this knife, and pound it, because I find that it actually loosens the bark up and it makes it a lot easier to pull off the fibers than just stepping on it. So if I was just going to step on it, I can go like this, and I'm going to break it all the way down. Now that I've broken that into sections, it should be like 4 sections. I'm just going to take it and I'm going to pull it apart. So I have my 4 sections. Okay, now I have a few sections. Now I have 4 little sections, and I'm going to show you how to get the fiber off. But first, what I like to do is I like to take, since you have one end that's thicker and one end that's thinner, what I like to do is I like to flip one of the sets. Now you're going to have the bark side all on the same side. So I have the bark side here. Now let's go into showing you how to gather this. Now here's a close-up view of it. What you're going to do is you're going to have your finger and your thumb, your index finger and your thumb, pinch it, and you want to get it really close to the end here. Now the start, you just bend it forward like that and snap it. And that will expose some of these little fibers here. See them right there? Then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to grab onto those fibers and you pull them down over your index finger like that, and then you get some of these branches come off, and then you just break these branches off, and you grab your fiber again and you pull it down like that. And when you do this, you're going to get long ribbons of fiber. Good. Then you're going to grab it again, pull down, then break. Okay guys, now I've finished pulling it off, and this is what you end up with, is a long strand like this. Now in order to get this process, now you have to buff the fibers. So this is going to get a lot of the bark off, and then I like to just take it with my palms, and you just kind of rub your palms together, and if this bark is really dry, it just comes right off. Another thing that I found really helps with this is if you dry the bark. So say you're out and you have a campfire going, you can always take these strands, get them close enough to the fire so that they really dry. It really dries the bark. When I'm here at home, if I want to do the fast method, I just put them in the microwave for 15 seconds, and that will really dry the bark off. So depending on what you can use, you can just help the process out a little bit with modern methods or primitive methods. But right now I'm just going to buff it like this.